Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Very excited today to have almost the entire Chanel Le Beige Winter Glow collection right here in front of me. Very excited to share it all with you. We'll have swatches in 2 different lights. We're going to try all of it on. And as usual, I will have information on where to purchase, namely my Chanel beauty store will be linked below. No monetary benefit for me. I just think they're lovely. And I will have information on my sales associate, Nazi, a little bit later on in this video as well. But all that information will be below. So glad to have you here. Don't forget that you can also follow me over on Instagram, TikTok, and on Threads. But we have a lot to do here today. Happy holidays. It's the Chanel Le Beige Winter Glow collection. So excited to share it with you. When I say almost all of it, there are some nail varnishes. I wear gel, so I didn't pick up the nail varnishes, but there are some exclusive limited edition. Most of this collection is limited edition. I'll tell you where it isn't. I'm going to show it all to you, and then we'll do some swatches and try it on. We're going to start with a limited edition item, which I really like already. This is the Healthy Winter Glow Primer. This comes in 3 different shades. I will have pricing and all that down below. I picked up Icy Beige. This is meant to be a primer, but you can wear it alone. And really, if you want to, you could really probably highlight with it as well on top of the skin. It has a slight fragrance, which we will talk about more during the demo, but I forgive that from Chanel, which is a perfume house, right? And so I picked up Icy Beige. It also comes in 2 other shades, and it is lovely and really does kind of erase pores and blur, and you'll see that in the demo. So that's the first item that I picked up, and I only picked up 1 of those 3 shades. Can't get it all, right? Then there is the Healthy Winter Glow Blush collection. I picked up 2 of the 3. You'll see this a little bit more. I picked up Rose Polaire, which is a gorgeous pink shade, and I picked up the coral shade, the Givre coral shade. And they have, as you see, our outside is this Winter Glow kind of off-white ecru shade, and then inside is the snowflake, if you can see that in there. Isn't that beautiful? And there is 1 other shade of the blush that I didn't pick up. I figured I would get 2 out of the 3. I didn't pick up the darkest shade. No reason. I just figured I'd pick 2. So I went middle and kind of back and forth, you know. Okay. And then we have, this is gorgeous. You are getting a sneak preview already. Here is the Healthy Glow Cool Eyeshadow Palette. This has, and I'm going to talk to you about this as we apply it, but this is so beautiful because it's got so many looks in here. It's not, as I say in the demo, it's not a one-trick pony, like at all. There's so many beautiful looks in there. And then, of course, the Rouge Coco Balm. There are 4 shades. The darkest is a re-promote, just in this beautiful white packaging. I picked up Cocoon and Keep Cool. I'm actually wearing Cocoon right now, but I'm going to show you both, and I'm going to swatch them both. The lightest shade, called Chilling, I did not pick up because it's a little bit of an icy, kind of an icy clear. Probably wouldn't have shown that much on camera. A beautiful, just kind of relaxing, gentle balm to put on your lips. But I thought these would look a little bit better. So I got Cocoon and Keep Cool, and we'll look at those. Also, Chanel, as usual, celebrates the holidays with all of these fun little gifts. I was able to pick up a trio of these Chanel ornaments. Could this be any prettier? And then, oh my God, this is so gorgeous. And this is just compliments of Chanel. Look at these little Chanel No. 5 paper clips. Can you guys see those? If you can't, I'll put a little inlay in. If on editing I see that you can't, I'll put a little inlay in. Just so much fun, and it feels like the holidays. Chanel, I'll tell you, if you guys haven't had a chance to answer my year-end, I'm doing a year-end poll of all the best beauty of 2023. Chanel is doing really well. I'm amazed. They are just doing really well. People are just loving it. They've been so amazing in 2023. If you haven't filled out your answers, you do have until December 20th, 2023. And I will put that link below, and I will put all the information about my favorite Chanel Beauty Boutique and where you can get a lot of these products that I'm wearing today down below. Plus there's information down there about giving super thanks, which I always appreciate, and about our $4.99 a month members only area, which I'm also going to have a sneak preview of that for free coming up soon on this channel. So watch for that as well. All of that information is down below. All right, let's take a look here at the swatch. So let me show you what we got. Let's do it first in indoor lighting, okay? You will barely be able to see the primer, trust me. But all the way left towards the crook of my arm is the Healthy Winter Glow Primer in Icy Beige, followed by the Healthy Winter Glow Blush in Rose Polaire and the Coral Givre. That is there. And then the Cool Eyeshadow Palette is there pretty much as it's laid out in the pan. I put the top three together, but pretty much as it's laid out in the pan. And that is followed towards my wrist by Cocoon and Keep Cool in the lip shade. Now let's take them outside where you're going to see them best in the warm, very warm actually, California sunshine. I'm not trying to make anybody envious, but we do have quite warm weather. It's actually hot out there. So there you should be able to see that Healthy Winter Glow primer a little bit better, all the way left, followed by the Rose and Coral blushes, the eyeshadow palette, and the Cocoon and Keep Cool lip balms, which are just beautiful. Okay, we are going to go now to the demo where we're going to try every single one of these products on. Do me a favor before we go to the demo and make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. I am looking forward to reaching 20,000 subscribers, at which point we will do a really little fun party and a Q&A and all that good stuff, but I need your help to get there. So do make sure that you are subscribed. Let's get to trying these on. Stay right there. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of experimentation here together. We're going to start, I've got nothing on my face. I have some skincare, and then, so nothing is, that was a bit of an overstatement. Let me qualify that. I did put on a little bit of concealer. Okay, so we're going to start with our Healthy Winter Glow Primer. I have the shade Icy Beige, and we're going to put it all on the face. I have a brush here. Maybe I'll use my hands a little bit too. It's a primer. The thing is that this definitely covers pores, and it can be worn alone. If I look like the Tin Man, if it's just too kind of icy, then I did bring my Chanel No. 1, which is my favorite foundation from Chanel right now. It often changes, but it's my favorite. I think I'm just going to put this on and let's see. With the concealer I already have on, if this is enough, then we'll leave it be. But if I'm looking a little too shiny, maybe we'll put a little bit of the foundation on. I honestly haven't decided. I thought we would decide together. So let's just kind of take a look. Oh, it's really nice. Okay, so we do have a slight burst of fragrance. Now, if you have migraines or if you suffer from allergies, you'll know this about Chanel. I forgive Chanel, I forgive Dior. You know, when they do something that's a bit perfumey, this is a perfume house from the start of time. So this isn't like Johnny come lately with fragrance. So I definitely forgive Chanel of it, but I did want to remind you it's there. Now this is really interesting because this is definitely a primer, and I'll tell you why I kind of like it already. First of all, already it's not sticky, but it does still feel like it would grip the makeup. Okay, and I like the fact that the scent is gone. It was very quick, and it's definitely blurring. I'm going to look in the mirror again. It's definitely blurring, but for me, I can see where this would be a really nice amount of light coverage. I think we do need a little bit of my foundation. I like the No. 1, and I'll put my shade and all that stuff down below for you. So I've put a very little bit on my hand, and we're just going to mix a teeny bit in there. Perhaps it's just that I'm kind of sniffly. The weather's changed here in my Los Angeles area, and I do feel like I need a little bit more coverage. When I say a little bit, I mean it. This is not a lot of coverage at all. Okay. Okay. Not pretty? Nice, nice, nice. Okay, now I need to do brows, and I want to put on some mascara and things like that, but we've got other fun stuff to try. Let's just for fun, just right now, let's go ahead and try on the Keep Cool shade of the Rouge Coco Balm, just because I know it kind of works with this look I got going here, which is not much else on my face. Very pretty. Kind of an icy cool shade. If that shows off, and it kind of works. It would almost work if I were to have used the Winter Glow Primer on its own. That would have been really pretty too. But that's just kind of nice, and it gives my lips a little bit of nourishment as I go off camera really quickly to just do a little bit of just the brows and maybe some mascara. And let's try on these blushes, the other lipstick, and the eyeshadow as well. So stay. Okay, we're back. I just kind of did my eyebrows. I did put on a little mascara. And if you notice there's a slight bit more color on my lip, I switched to the Cocoon shade, just a little bit of it, which I'll put on a little bit more here. Remember, these are very balmy. They are called a balm. And so the idea is a very nurturing, you know, it's layerable, but you know, this is something you could throw in your bag and put on while having a conversation and not really need a mirror for. In other words, my kind of lip product for sure. Okay, so I just put a little bit more of it on so that you can see it, and it is giving me a bit more color. When we play with these blushes, we're gonna create quite the disturbance because I will have two different shades on my face. So let's do the eyeshadow first. This is, of course, the Healthy Glow Cool Eyeshadow Palette. And I often talk about it, I'm a bit of a broken record, that included brushes, when they are very high-end like this, are having quite the moment. So I brought over some of my Sonia G brushes, but we will start with, we have a little brush and a little sponge brush from Chanel. And as I often say, these are not your mother's or grandmother's, depending on your age, brushes. They work so much better. So let's start with the little included brush, and we're going to go into this shade right here on top. It's a very pretty palette, and just put this on all over the eyes. I'm going to use every single shade here, and I'm not going to do two looks. I don't think we need to. And these just travel really nicely with the palette if you know you need to do any sort of traveling, especially this winter, to be with family or friends, holidays, even New Year's, etc. This is a really beautiful palette and easily done with the brushes. I talk about these all the time, and I don't try to be a broken record. I'm switching to the little sponge one now, and let's go in with this shade here, just on the outer portion of the eye. I always talk about the fact that I do know that included sponges used to be just dreadful, but they are having a moment after we all switch to our artisanal brushes, Japanese-made natural brushes, or artisanal synthetic brushes. Now all of a sudden, right, what's old is new again, and now we have these guys here, and I'm just applying a little bit of that darker shade there to the outside of the eye. And now, just for fun, I am going to switch to a Sonia G brush, because you know, what can I say? I do indeed, I am used to what I'm used to. Now, what's nice about this is there are a few shades in this eyeshadow palette that, as you can see, really pack a punch, and they definitely they feel cool and wintry, but they really show. This isn't faint, okay? Let's go in right here. Same brush. I have this Sonia G Sky brush. I'm just going to put this shade right here into the crease. Okay. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay, and we have two shades here that we haven't used yet. Okay, I'm going to switch Sonia G brushes now, and I'm going to go in with this pretty violet shade here that I think would look lovely gently on the inner eye, and then just moving onto a little bit of the mobile lid. Ooh. I'm trying to be creative here and use every color without looking like I, you know, have a rainbow on my eyes. I don't like that look. I like minimal eyeshadow, I admit. Okay, so we have two shades here that we haven't used, or I'm sorry, one shade actually. Okay, we have one shade we haven't used. Let's go in here and put this onto the inside of the lid, and it packs a punch, but I like that. And this will smoke it up a little bit too. Ow, but underneath, ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, look at that. Okay, let's do the same on the other eye. And now, I mean, you know, I don't know if I would use every single shade in this palette if I weren't here with you guys today showing it to you. I think I might be a little bit more selective, but I like the fact that there's a few powerful shades and a few gentle shades. So if you are indeed traveling, you know, you have a few different looks in one palette. It's not a bunch of the same looks. It's not a one-trick pony, this palette. And for having only 5 shades, you think it would be, and I give it permission to be, but it's still not. Okay, and then I'm going to take this clean brush right here, and I just tend to do this. You know, I told you guys I don't like it to look like a rainbow, so I just want to kind of ease it all out there. What do you think? Isn't that pretty? Let's make a mess of it by wearing 2 different blushes. Speaking of included brushes, we do have these, which I just love. This is not dirty. This golden, look at this. This is, the tips are dyed and it has a gold look to it. See that on the brush? Oh, just lovely, just lovely. So let's do 1 and 1. I'll stick my hair behind my ears here and I will put it on and then I will exaggerate it a little bit. My exaggerating of blushes is so controversial. I honestly, they debate it on Reddit everywhere. You guys think I haven't seen those? Of course I have. Okay, so here we go. Let's look first at the Rose Polaire. Now remember, there are 3 shades. I picked up 2. Can't have everything. 2 cheeks, 2 blushes. So let's just gently put a little bit of the rose on. And I love the shape of these brushes when Chanel puts them in blushes. This is not the first time they've done it because it really kind of lets you see, it guides your hand when you apply blush. Okay, so there's just a little gentle bit of the Rose Polaire shade. Very little bit. So I'll let you sit and just kind of see how that would look just on its own, and then I'll over apply it in a moment. And here is the coral. I wanted to get kind of one of the rose shades and the only coral shade. The other shade is, as I mentioned, a little bit more plum. And I'm just putting this on very gently right here with the aid of this brush. This is a little bit more of a powerful shade, and of course the 3rd shade I did not get is even more pronounced. This shade right here would be for our fairest skin, and this is fair, medium, or deep, and the other shade was even for deeper skin, which is not why I passed it up. I just kind of chose, you know. So there we go, a very modest, wear this out of the house amount. And then I'm going to take I brought some brushes over from Wayne Goss. So I'm going to take this Wayne Goss number 2 brush and let's exaggerate the rose shade just a little bit more, just so you guys can see it. I won't do anything outlandish. Okay, I'm just really, you know, even this shade, even exaggerated, is still quite demure and pretty, actually. But I just want you to see it building up. And this is building it a lot. Now, I have light, medium, neutral skin. So, you know, keep in mind that built up on a lighter skin tone would be, you know, a lot more. It would look like I applied it a lot more generously. And then I have a lighter Wayne Goss brush here, number 1, just to apply the coral a little bit heavier, just so you could build it up and see it. But it's on my skin, it shows already. So I brought over a brush from Wayne Goss that isn't quite as dense. But I'll still over apply it. And for some people, this would be just party makeup. Okay. So there we go, just for you to see that there. This is a beautiful collection, absolutely beautiful collection. Look at that. Wow. Really, really pretty. I actually think I prefer, and I never thought I would say this because I usually, you know, I love a lot of blush. I think I actually prefer this rose shade on me. I don't know, what do you guys think? What would you prefer on you? Let me know what you got. Did you try the lightest lipstick? Remember, the darkest one is a repromote, but in new packaging. And if you don't have it, it's new to you. And that 3rd blush is so pretty. I can't resist a Chanel blush, but this eyeshadow palette is very versatile. I am quite pleased. Always love these balm lipsticks too. I mean, they're so comfortable to wear. And I like them both. Yeah, I think I might be preferring that pink. All right, well, I want to know what you're planning to get and what you're thinking about. And remember, I will have contact information for my Chanel Beauty Boutique. I do not benefit from that monetarily. I just think they're amazing people. So I will have that in there. Nazi, my sales associate, who's amazing, so she'll be out for a few weeks, but so I will put her information, but I'll also put the general boutique's information as well. I would love to answer any other questions you have or do any swatch comparisons that you need. I do those over on Instagram. Just let me know and let me know your thoughts below. That's, after all, what makes us a community. Don't forget to like and share and all of that good stuff, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Happy holidays.